hear the police. You can hear the police. It is not me. I promise. I did nothing last night. I'm not guilty. But there is a lot of sirens going on here at the office this morning. So, Arlene, they might be looking for you. You've been in Florence before. I don't know. You and Enos. Rough crew. Okay. Happy Wednesday, hump day for everybody out there. Big waves to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm feeling frisky this morning. So I'll probably get in trouble today. All right. Listen, the word of the day is fierce. Fierce. We've got Andrea Rosser somewhere in Germany. And Chase Rosser. We're not quite sure where they're at. Um, but I got something I want to read to you just before I get started this morning, okay? And I actually made the post on my Facebook, so you can go check me out on Facebook land, make a comment on what direction you choose. But I want to read this to you if you've never read the book, The Infinite Game, Simon Sinek. I want to read you the opener of this. I challenge you to read it. It's really good and really thought provoking. But it also has to do with fears. So I'm going to try to draw this. Put a one in the comment if you've read the book, The Infinite Game by Simon Sinek. So I'm going to read this really quick to you, but I want you to think about how you would choose your life. It says, a signpost stands at a fork in the road. Pointing in one direction, the sign says victory. Pointing in the other direction, the sign says fulfillment. We must pick one direction. Which one will we choose? If we choose the path of victory, the goal is to win. We will experience the thrill of competition as we rush towards the finish line. Crowds gather to cheer for us, and then it's over, and everyone goes home. Hopefully, we can do it again and again and again. If we choose the path of fulfillment, the journey will be long. There will be times in which we must watch our step. There will be times we can stop and we can enjoy the view, like Andrea and Chase are doing in Germany. We keep going. We keep going. Crowds gather to join us on this journey. And when our lives are over, those who joined us on the path of fulfillment will keep going without us and inspire others to join them too. And I just thought, man, how powerful. Like that's the opener of the book. And I was thinking how powerful that was because I look at this in the word fierce, and it means like showing intense strength, passion, courage, determination, even when you're scared to death, Courtney. Even when we're like, I'm not winning. I'm not winning right now. I'm still on the journey. I'm still on the journey. It can describe someone who's bold, who's powerful, who's resilient, who's like protective. You know anybody that's protective or unwilling to back down from what matters most. Being fierce is not about being loud, angry, or aggressive. That's not what it's about. Sometimes, like I think about coaches I had in my life, fierce coaches. Sometimes they were calm, steady, and deeply grounded when the game was intense. But I believe a fierce person, like what they protect what they value, right? They're deep rooted. There's no budging them. There's no retreat in them. They stand firm when the odds are stacked against them. They keep going when it's hard. They refuse to shrink to make other people around them comfortable. But let me tell you what they really do. They love deeply. They fight, they fight, they fight. They're loyal creatures. And when I was looking at this infinite game, and I was looking at the path of, instead of choosing the path of victory, you choose the path of fulfillment. I thought that's what the fierce person would choose. This is a game. It's the game of life. It's a journey. And along the way, we collect people. We're a collector of people. And hopefully one day, when the good Lord takes us home, guess what? We've affected enough people that they continue down the road collecting people, collecting people, collecting people. And along the way, like there will be seasons that require us softness, and then there will be seasons that require a backbone, strength. And at the end of the day, that's who I want to surround myself with. I want to surround myself with people that have a backbone, but that also can lead with love. They can take care of people and they realize they're running the game of life where they're collecting people along the way, right? And man, how powerful that is to be a person that is fierce and a person that's choosing like the pathway, just like the infinite game was talking about, of fulfillment over just moments of victory. So, Andrew, I'll turn it to you. We might have lost Andrea. Okay, then here we go.
I'm
So, you there?
I'm here.
You
I
might have
just
to turn
couldn't.
your camera off.
Oh, let's see if
Okay,
I
okay, we can
can.
try it.
You're
I'm
good
hearing you
now.
good
I'm
now.
good.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay. Phew. Okay. Well, first of all, I want to read that book because that opener was so beautiful and such a beautiful perspective. So I love that. And thank you so much for sharing. And I didn't realize like how powerful this lesson was going to be when this word was provided. So thank you for your lesson. And the quote that I found was, "Be fierce about the life you are creating. Protect your peace, pursue your purpose, and never apologize for growing." And I think that aligns really nicely with that fulfillment path that you were talking about, Coach. And I don't think there was anybody that heard that thought, oh, yeah, I just want to win. I think every single person said, oh, no, I want fulfillment. And that was so powerful. So, what I looked into was, okay, this all sounds well and good, but how? How do we become more fierce? And first of all, I've got to stop asking permission to go chase my goals. Like, how many times do we kind of look around and think, well, I wonder if it's okay if I strive a little bit more. I wonder if it would be okay if, like, we wait for somebody else's approval before we try to go get something. So if we truly want to be fierce, stop asking for permission. Number two is to speak up when something matters, when something's important to you, when you care, when you see maybe an injustice in the world, or you see something happening that you either love or you don't love. Speak up when it matters, because I think sometimes we quiet ourselves and we shrink ourselves, and that's a good way not to be fierce. Number three, and this is an important one, and this one can be hard, but that's to keep promises to ourselves. The first place we've got to be fierce is with ourselves and make sure that we're keeping those promises. Number four, and this has been a life lesson that I've learned through the course of this journey, was to build physical and mental strength. So we need to be strong in mind and body if we want to go be fierce in this world and go do all the things that we want to do. As Chase had to carry my bags up and down stairs 14 more times today, I thought, dang, I got to work on this physical strength in this body. Number five, this is a good one, Coach. Learn to say no without guilt. I'm trying to learn how to say no, but I don't know how to do it without guilt. So that could be a really good lesson for me. I'm going to work on that. Number six is to protect your time and your energy. So that aligns really nicely with that no, and just making sure we're saying the best yes, because we only have so much time, right? Like we all have a clock. We really don't know when it runs out, and we all have limited reserves of energy. Like, I feel like I'm the Energizer Bunny sometimes, but it's still limited. So I've got to protect that and make sure that I'm using those resources wisely. Number 7 is don't let one bad day become a bad life. Don't let one bad moment grow into something bigger than it is. We're all going to have moments, right? We're going to get stuck in traffic. We're going to have somebody cut us off on the freeway. We're going to have somebody step on our toe. We're going to stub our own toe. And we could either turn that into kind of who we are and we can grumble about it, or we can say, it was just a moment and I could move on from it. And then let's see, I'm going to say number 9 is stand tall, even when your confidence feels shaky. And I can speak on this a little bit today. A little nervous about these trains. If you guys have watched us on social media, I've struggled with some trains on this trip, but we walked through there with confidence. We made it happen, even though inside I was a little bit nervous. And guess what? We made it and we got to our destination. So we are now in Frankfurt, just so you guys know if you're following along. And then lastly, we need to remember that courage is often quiet and consistent. So if we just keep leaning into that space where we do the little bit of hard things, little bit of hard things, little bit of hard things consistently, well, then we can develop that fierceness inside of us. So thank you guys for this one today. Thanks for joining us on our Uber ride this afternoon, morning, depending on where you are, and can't wait to see y'all back tomorrow.
Great lesson today, guys. Great lesson. So, hope you have an amazing Hump Day Wednesday. Have a great one out there. We love you so much. Grateful for you. We'll see you back tomorrow. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Everybody have a
Tomorrow.
great day.
Wonderful
Have a
day.
great
Hey.
day. Safe travel.